Now, I know there's been considerable discussion in Labrador in recent days regarding travel of essential workers. So it's helpful to look back at what has been done and what is being done. As an example, the ferry service from the island to Labrador. Labrador Marine established stringent measures 2 weeks ago. So now there are checkpoints where you travel and you answer a series of questions about your travel and your health. Passengers who present with symptoms are not allowed to board the ferry. They have now reduced the number of passengers to 53, and as of Sunday of this week, ice conditions have improved. The Comatec W returned to making crossings between Blanc-Sablon and St. Barbe. Fewer than 20 passengers made the crossing each way, and we anticipate, based on the reservation system, that will even decrease. There will be even less traffic in the coming days. And that is only for essential services. So I want to thank Labrador Marine and its staff for undertaking these measures, including the extra cleaning that they've been doing to ensure that the ferry is safe. It is a safe environment for the traveling public. Keep in mind, it's essential travel only. What about air travel? So in our province right now, with the limited travel by Air Canada, we really have only PAL and Air Borealis. They're the only service provider for many of our communities. Maintaining essential connectivity across the province, well, that's critical. So if you travel with PAL or Air Borealis, you'll see safety measures in place for such things: passenger screening, cabin sanitization, and the passengers sitting in the back will load first. This will allow the staff to put in place better physical distancing. So you load from back to the front. And we've been also engaged with the Inuit and the Innu community governments to screen passenger lists to ensure those that are traveling are deemed by those governments to be essential. So we want to thank them and their staff for this work and their continued dedication to protecting the people of our province. So what about the driving? What about traveling by ground? So keep in mind that the Provincial Police Force in Quebec has teamed up with the RNC and the RCMP to set up border patrols near Fermont and Blanc-Sablon. So unless you're heading to the ferry or you're heading to the airport, you'll be told to turn around. For those in Labrador who travel by snowmobile, we have suspended grooming operations. Now you might see some markings, trail markings, and that is to ensure public safety. So do not travel unless it's completely necessary. Think about what you're doing. Stay home. Now, I am aware of the positions that the councils in Labrador West and Happy Valley Goose Bay have taken for additional travel-related measures. And we will continue to work with you, work together, provide guidance to local governments throughout the province. We are on the same page here. We share the same goal. It's to protect our residents. So before you're thinking about traveling to Labrador or anywhere else in this province, don't do it unless it's absolutely necessary. You do not want to be the vector of COVID-19. A lot of people would ask about extra enforcement. For me, if you're old enough to drive, if you're old enough to get on a ferry, or old enough to get on an airplane, you're old enough to understand the rules.